9:24. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. John Neal here, and it is Monday, the 14th of March, 2022, and I'm on top of a car park in Nuneaton. And you may ask why, and I'm going to say, why not? I'm going to go and see Tuttle Hill. This over here, where are we? This is Tuttle Hill, and it's a famous landmark because in 2018 it was voted by one of our national papers, the Daily Mirror, that it was the best landmark in Britain, which beat Stonehenge and Angel of the North. Can you believe? I don't know why, but it did. And I've always wanted to fly the drone around it. And today's a perfect morning because look at it, sun's shining, it's not particularly windy, and being into March, it's slightly warmer than it has been in the past. So I'm cycling over to Tuttle Hill, which is the hill that it's on. It's called Mount Judd, and I'll tell you more about it when I get there. It's interesting up here. There's no one around, look. It's one great big car park. I've just come a short way down to the junction of Newtown Road and Corporation Street. And as you see behind me, we've got our famous dandelion fountain, which is rather grand, and it's just not too windy today. And in fact, it shows it in good light. I'm not even sure just what went wrong. Also, I did hear about some of the artwork down here, and this is it. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. And well, to give you some idea of scale, let me just turn around. This is how big it is. There's a lot of this going on in Coventry and here in Nuneaton, and wow, that's really very, very good. There's a few more pieces down here as well, look. Not completely sure that's supposed to be, but it's a nice piece of artwork anyway. Very good. Right, on to Tuttle Hill. Well, I've come past the entrance to Judkins Quarry, past the recycling centre, which is a tip basically, and this is the way in, and this is the first sign I've seen which says private land, keep out. This is the fence of Judkins Landfill Crown Waste. I know of Crown Waste and the people who run it, and there's a camera up there as well, but I'm not going into private land. I'm going to take off from here, and there I am, look, right next to Judkins' famous Mount Judd. Well, it's been a little while since I've flown the drone, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe, and that was very successful. I was very pleased with it. It's beautiful weather, and it's not too windy, although as soon as you get up there's always a bit of wind, but we managed. Just like to say a little bit here about challenging people at establishments like this. I had a word with a gentleman here who's just a contractor. He doesn't work here, but there are one or two YouTubers, they call themselves Auditors. No idea why they've called themselves that. And basically they go to places and then fly their drones or stick their camera in the faces of the people on the gate and challenge them, say, well, I can fly here, I can film here, why should you stop me? And then they always film them, that's the guards and the people on the gate, looking a bit silly because they don't know quite what to do. There was one where it was up in Yorkshire and someone was at a police station and the policeman actually arrested him. Well, this made great video, and that's really what they wanted. They don't often turn the cameras on themselves, which is what I'm doing now, but they're always happy to shine the camera straight on the faces of the police or the guards on the gate and make them look like they're a bit don't know what they're doing. And all the comments below, I thought, yeah, great, you showed them to be complete idiots. Well, sorry, but I just don't get it. It's pointless. Somebody says, oh, well, I'm pushing the boundaries. No, you're not. You're just being annoying. You know that they're going to be annoyed. You know you're not supposed to do it. And it's not perfectly clear whether you should be filming police stations or quarries or other establishments. If it's sensitive information, sensitive site, don't do it. There's no point. Or keep well away from it. But you have to go right up to the gate and challenge them just to make a bit of a spectacle of yourself. And I think maybe a bit of an ego trip, to be honest. I think one rule is clear. You're not supposed to fly over prisons. And if you fly over a police station, which has got cells in it, maybe that's a prison, and you're not allowed to do it according to the CAA rules. Now, also, the big threat, and this is where my conclusion to this little rant, the big threat is that it might be construed as a terrorist activity, because thankfully nobody's done it yet. But what if the drone or a number of drones descended upon an establishment and had bombs on them of some sort, or some weapons, which is quite easy to do, I'm sure. And that is a big threat. Now, what's going to happen in the end is they'll tighten up the drone rules and say, well, if you're going to do that, we're not going to have you anywhere. And it will be the auditors, these auditors as they are, will have caused all the problems and alerted the authorities and made them change the law and tightened up and made ordinary drone users like myself unable to work. This is what they're doing. They're emptying all the rubbish or whatever rubble waste that they want into the big holes. Funny little point, I once spoke to an older gentleman who worked in these quarries all his life until he retired, and he was digging out all the granite and it was being used for whatever, and exported abroad as well apparently. Very good granite for road building is this granite here. His son then worked in the same area, in the same quarry, on the waste disposal and filled the hole back up again with waste. So his dad emptied the hole and his son filled it back up again. And that big black plastic sheeting you see covers over the household waste and contains the gases that come from it and manages them in a particular way. Where that's not done, it's a real big problem, because it's a huge amount, there's tons and tons of waste material under there which decomposes and lets off various gases, methane in particular, and they have to be contained and organised. Anyway, let's go and take all this footage back home and get it edited. I'll just sign off from here at Tuttle Hill and Judkin's Quarry and Mount Judd here in the background. And thanks for watching. Please comment if there's any other projects you might want me to do, either in this area or nearby, then do let me know. Okay, I'll see you again soon. You'll see me, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.